Hello, and welcome to Healthy Cooking New York. I'm Caroline Jacobus, a registered nurse and certified diabetes care and education specialist here at the Mohawk Valley Health System. Today's recipe is a meatball recipe that we feel pretty certain your kids are going to love, and it is brought to you by a grant from the Children's Miracle Network. In our non-traditional meatball recipe, we used some leaner meat. We used ground turkey. We also used some ground up carrots and some zucchini. And instead of using breadcrumbs, we actually used rolled oats. And it was a pleasant surprise, the finished product. We all wondered what it would taste like. They're actually delicious. In this recipe, we did use chili powder, but you could add any of your most favorite spices to this to make it more of an Italian flavor or more of a Mediterranean flair, maybe some Greek spices. So you can make this taste any way you want to, and these meatballs would be great using maybe half of a wheat pita. You could put maybe 4 or 5 meatballs into it, add some sauce of your choice and a little bit of cheese, melt that, and it would be a really special, different kind of a meatball sub. So a little bit healthier for our kids, a little bit lower carbohydrate, because again, we did substitute the traditional breadcrumbs for some rolled oats. So we think you're really going to enjoy this recipe. All of us who tried it here thought it was great, and our executive chef Dylan is going to take you through the steps of how to prepare it. If you'd like to read about the steps and see the nutritional facts later on, please refer to our website. We hope you enjoy this recipe.
Hi, my name is Executive Chef Dillion McNatt. I work for MBHS, and today we're going to do kid-friendly mini meatballs. The main meat that we're using today is ground turkey. I brought with me some ketchup, some eggs, some garlic, some onion. We have salt and pepper mixture. We have some carrots, oatmeal, and we have some zucchini. So the first step with this recipe is we're going to take our turkey, we're going to throw it right into our bowl. Now the ideal of this recipe is to make mini meatballs, so we just grab all of our stuff and we're just going to start mixing it together. Going through right now, we're just going to go through and start adding our ingredients. So just now I added 2 tablespoons of onion. We go through with some salt and pepper to taste right onto this. We make sure it's very well seasoned. You're gonna love the outcome at the end. We go right through with a half a cup of oatmeal, and the oatmeal is just gonna thicken this right up because it is turkey and it has no binding matter. Going along with our carrots. And just make sure that when you have your zucchini, you shred it out. I prepped the zucchini a day before and strained it a little bit just to make sure it wasn't so wet. Make sure the zucchini is strained out, because if you don't, it'll be a little bit hard to form your meatballs. You go right in with a 1/4 cup of egg. And then you're gonna start to mix this right together. Changing my gloves out. You're gonna take this and you're gonna start hand mixing this right together. If it's looking like it's not the consistency that you want, we're gonna go right in and continue to add a little bit more of this yolk. It's gonna thicken this right up, and it also, again, is the binding agent for this. Very good recipe, the kids will love this one. An alternative to beef will be this turkey. And what I do is I take a 1/4 of it, put it right into my hand, and I start to roll it in a bowl form. Once it comes out, I pat them down just to make sure they're aligned, and I set them right onto my parchment paper. Going through, you can make them any size you want, but the recipe does call for a smaller size. Bite-sized meatballs. So just go through and roll your meatballs up and just make sure that they're small enough. When they cook, they will ooze a little bit just due to the zucchini, but that's totally normal, and they do come out perfect. The recipe that we have serves 11 people. Really good, quick and friendly, can be really done in 15 minutes prep time, and it takes 45 minutes to cook the meatballs. If you have real picky eaters, they won't even tell the zucchini is in here because it bakes down, and then at the end, we do go through and we glaze it with our ketchup and our balsamic vinegar glaze. I'm just gonna do one more, then we're gonna throw this right into the oven for 45 minutes, and I'll let you see what the finished product looks like. We're gonna take this and we're just gonna throw it right into the oven. And we're gonna set a timer for 45 minutes. In 45 minutes, you're gonna pull your meatballs out. And this should be your finished product. They did form nice and well. They're consistent in size. If you would like, you go right through and add more of the ketchup glaze right on top of them to make sure they're nicely glazed. These were glazed right before going into the oven just to make sure that it didn't burn. Again, this recipe is a nice, fast, easy recipe for the children to be able to help out and make. And it's very kid-friendly as well as keto-friendly.